Looking at the first half, Tulane's time of possession, does that dictate how you coach in the second half in terms of trying to keep the guys fresh on defense?
Um, I mean, in general, we try to rotate throughout the game and stay fresh. We played a lot of plays, 40 some plays, I think, in the first half. So I definitely think we were tired in the second half, and you try to roll as many guys as you can. But yeah, I don't know that we made any decisions differently other than trying to just continue to roll guys, keep guys fresh.
And in your opinion, what do you think worked well in that first half in terms of on third downs that may not have worked in that second half?
Um, I don't know. Execution. We executed better in the first half. They ran the ball. They had I think third and 7 near the plus 40 that they ran counter, which was on tape that they were going to run counter, and we had practiced that and alerted it before the play, and we just didn't execute it. And then later on, they hit us on a deep end cut, which we should never give up inside leverage in that coverage, but we did. So just execution, that was kind of the theme watching the game when we reviewed it. Was when we have 11 guys that do what they're supposed to do, we're pretty darn good. But the tough thing about defense is it could just be one guy, and that's been a theme too often for us is we're one or two guys off on some of the big plays, and on a critical down, you get a third down against that offense, you're going to need all 11 guys executing. So.
On the second half, you talked about being tired. They ran the ball a lot, had a lot of time possession, especially in the first half. Is that kind of what happened? You wear down when the game goes that way?
Yeah, I think it's tough to play 40 some plays in the first half, but we just got to do a better job getting off the. We had them on some third downs early in the drive, early in the game, and they converted, and we got to take advantage of opportunities. I think we dropped 3 interceptions in balls that hit us in the chest. 3 balls that hit us in either the hands or the chest. So those are opportunities to get off the field, and when you play an offense like that, and when you're on a short field, sometimes that's going to happen. Sometimes you're going to be on a short field. When you get those opportunities, you got to take advantage of them.
The third downs, you guys have been one of the best teams in the country coming in that game on third down. And then, especially in the second half, they had those big conversions. Was it just all those things kind of combined, or was there something when you watched the film that was specifically this round wrong?
It's the same thing I said to Frank, just execution. Yeah.
So looking ahead at UAB, what are you seeing from their offense that you feel may have to be game plan against?
They're very good. They're gaining a lot of yards and scoring a lot of points. I think if you just look at their record, you may form an opinion. And I haven't watched their defense, so I don't know. But I know their offense is scoring a lot of points and gaining a lot of yards. They're very talented offensively. The tailback is outstanding. He's one of the best that we've played all year. Quarterback, I think, is 4th in the country in completions. He's very accurate. He's a great decision maker. And they're talented at wideout. They're tough up front. So, you certainly got to be ready to handle a quarterback running the ball and scrambling, and he can make plays. But, at the end of the day, if you tilt the whole defense to that, then you're giving up something else. So just need to be aware of what they do well, and they do a nice job with some trick plays and some some things that you don't see often, and they play fast, they play high tempo. So as per usual in this league, you're going to play a great offense every week. That's what I've learned.
And to your point about on one individual play, it may be one guy who didn't execute properly. When it goes down to just one individual play on a particular play, how do you coach and practice when it just comes down to just that small, minute situation?
I was hoping you knew, Frank. I was hoping you knew. You don't know?
I do not.
Dang. Back to the drawing board.
From a general sense, halfway through the season, just where are you with how the defense has played, developed?
Yeah. Yeah, obviously we started very fast, but we knew we were going to play better offenses. I think we've got eight guys playing in our defense for the first time. So, we're going to get a little better every time. At least that's the plan. Again, playing some talented offenses, but that's the nature of this league. So, game to game, I don't know. Certainly giving up more points than we like in the last several games. But I look around college football, I see everybody giving up points. It's hard. You got to force turnovers. That to me is the disappointing thing. Is we need to force more takeaways. And I'd love to say, to sit here and say we're going to be a defense that holds you to, to shutouts or 10 points or less. I look around college football, I just don't see a lot of that. So how do you play good defense? You got to limit explosive plays and create turnovers. So when we do that, we're pretty good.
Yeah, I was just going to ask about the turnovers. What do you do in practice? Do you rip the ball out, focus? I mean, obviously you drop interceptions, catch the ball in interceptions.
Yeah.
But what kind of things are you working on?
Yeah, I mean, we stay the course, and we're not doing anything different. I mean, we do turnover circuit every week. We've done that every other day since training camp, and we force some fumbles early in the year. It's an oblong ball, doesn't always bounce your way. So, but we try and track how many rips we have at the ball. We post that every day after every practice, and try to make it competitive, and try to be play as violent as we can. Violent collisions lead to the ball coming out. So.
So when you're evaluating it, are you taking part of it is they dropped the interception, but the other part is they were in the right position. Are you taking value in the fact that they were where they were supposed to be in those particular plays?
We need to make those plays. We need to intercept the ball. Yeah. So it's easy to point the finger at them. I look at us. I look at myself and the decisions I'm making in practice. Are we throwing and catching enough balls? No, we're not. I mean, we've had a pretty good off-season jugs routine and getting catches, but as you get into the season and you're getting ready for games and they got science quizzes and all that stuff, history tests, you start to lose some of that, and that's where message has been just kind of a rebite on some of those base fundamentals.
Thanks.
Great, thanks.